Vishnu Shankar Jain, senior advocate, joins us on a day when the Indore High Court has clearly ordered the ASI to conduct a correct survey, in-depth survey of the Bhojshala Saraswati temple, also called the Kamal Mola Mosque by the Muslim Paksh. Vishnu Shankar Jain joins us at this point. Vishnu ji, namaste. This is Anand Narsimhan here. It's a significant ruling that's come from the Indore High Court. And you had actually taken this case on behalf of the Hindu Front for Justice against the Union of India itself, against the ASI itself.
Yes, the case precisely is this. In the temple premises, on Tuesday, the ASI has ordered the Hindus to offer worship, and in the same premises, the ASI has directed the Muslims to offer. Now, the site which you are showing on your TV screen, this is a site of a Hindu temple. And without determining the religious character of this premises in question, how can namaz be offered? So we filed a writ petition before the Indore High Court, and all my arguments have been accepted by the Honorable Indore High Court today. The Honorable High Court has directed GPR survey of the premises in question. The Honorable High Court has directed excavation of the premises in question. This entire proceedings have to be videographed, photographed by the director of the ASI. A 5-member team has been constituted by the Honorable High Court, and the director of the ASI with other 4 more senior officers will be there in the part of this. And within 6 months, the report has to be submitted before the court. Within 6 weeks, report has to be submitted before the court. So this is a very welcome order, because this will actually determine the in terms of section 16 of the act.
But Vishnuji, this entire premise, the Bhojshala Saraswati temple it dates back to Raja Bhoj in the 11th century itself. He was from the Parmar dynasty, if my memory serves me right and if I've got my history right. The importance is it's got both Hindu and Jain architecture, and Ma Saraswati as Vagdevi is also part of the Jain stream, or the Jain Vishwas. Among the Tirthankaras, there is a lot of work that is there. But the fact is the ASI has been in possession of this property and this area, this heritage site, since 2003. Why bring it up now?
Yes. No, in fact, no, the ASI is in charge of this property from 1954. In fact, there was an ASI control over this property in 1902 itself, when the Britishers were in power. So ASI is in control over this property from a long time, but there is an order of 7th of April 2003, which is a High Court. And I just narrated before you that what does the order 7th of April 2003. The order passed by the ASI of 7th of April 2003 says that on Tuesday, the Hindus worship there in this premises in question. And on Friday, in the same premise, the Muslims will offer namaz. So my point is this is a site of a Hindu temple. Without determining the religious character, no one can direct within a Hindu temple to offer namaz. What religious character has to be determined by High Court. After hearing both the sides, the Honorable Indore High Court has come to a conclusion that the religious character of the premise in question has to be determined by way of an expert committee. And therefore, this expert committee of 5 members has been constituted by the Indore High Court.
But the historical data already compiled by British under the colonists and also by the ASI would prove that this was first constructed by Raja Bhoja. What happens next? You have asked the ASI to determine something which historians in the past have already underlined, that this was indeed the Vagdevi temple or the Saraswati temple built by Raja Bhoja.
See, Anand, you are absolutely right. And all these studies which have been done by the historians as well as by the archaeologists, we had filed in our petition before the Honorable Court. But the point is this, that when the ASI passed an abrupt order on 7th of April 2003, without taking into note all these studies and historical records, we had to file another writ petition before the Indore High Court. And the point precisely is this, that the religious character it is our contention and submission. This premise in question is of a Hindu temple. So, this character has to be determined by a fresh inquiry. because all those inquiries which had happened in the past, court cannot take judicial notice of it, and a fresh inquiry has to be conducted in this writ petition so that it can become a part of record of the court. So therefore, after hearing both the sides, Honorable Indore High Court has directed an ASI survey of this premises in question. A 5-member team will be has been constituted by the Honorable Indore High Court. Within 6 weeks, this report has to be submitted. GPR survey, GPS survey, excavation, carbon dating, other dating exercises, everything is included in this survey. And I think when this report of survey will come, it will help the court to ascertain the religious character of the premise in question in terms of section 16 of the ASI Act 1958. You are absolutely right that these studies and exercises have been done in the past, but not of this magnitude. Let me inform you, the only study conducted in 1912 asked by me. So this is a very comprehensive study and detailed study which have been asked and which has been directed by the Honorable Indore High Court. So there are studies and scriptures and historical records to prove our case of the past, but just historical record is not sufficient to get the order of 7th of April 2003 set aside and to oust the Muslims from possession of this property.
So till then, is it status quo? Prayers for Hindus on Tuesdays and prayers for Muslims on Fridays?
The court has not disturbed the order of 7th of April 2003 as of now. This survey has to be conducted. Report will be submitted before the court and then the court will hear the matter on merits.
Final question, start date of the survey, has it also been determined by the court?
See the operative portion of the order of the Indore High Court is very clear. They have directed the ASI to conduct the survey within 6 weeks and submit a report within 6 weeks. So it can start at any point of time.
All right. Vishnu Shankar Jain, thank you very much for speaking with us. So, a ripple effect of the litigation with Gyanvapi to determine the original exact religious character of a place which has been under dispute. This is in Dhar in Madhya Pradesh, ladies and gentlemen, the Saraswati temple of Bhojshala. And this has had disputes in the past, and as a settlement in April 2003, the Archaeological Survey of India decided that Hindus will pray on Tuesday and also during Saraswati Puja and festivals, and Muslims would pray on Fridays. That itself has now been challenged by the Hindu Front for Justice, led by lawyers like Vishnu Shankar Jain, who've argued in favor of a proper a survey to be conducted by the ASI, the Indore High Court pushing that order and passing that ruling and saying within 6 weeks conduct the survey and come back to us. On that note, we're going to take a very, very short break. Stay with us.